What's up, guys, and welcome to my Siren build called the Evil Angel. Now, the thing about the Evil Angel is where it gets his name. That's a reference, Evil Angel, by the way. It's a musical reference. Let's see if you can figure it out. But I'll figure it out. I'll give you an imaginary cookie. But it's called the Evil Angel because basically you're being downright evil because you're doing as much damage as possible. At least to mobs. I don't fight raid bosses with Maya unless it's Pete. So this is for just wrecking people. The gear doesn't really matter. Any elemental do depending on what you're fighting. Flesh, versus fire. Corrosive versus armor. You know how it works. I was fighting a bunch of bandits, so I went with a fire Varuk. Went with a Maggie. Love this Maggie. Hellfire and a Fire Pimpernel. Hide Terramorphous because it has Novas, it has spikes, it has roids. I mean that's like a ton of damage for you, a ton of different kinds of damage. Uh, since you're doing so much damage and Maya takes a good amount of damage, you will need something to heal you. If you're not using a Moxie weapon, I have some. I didn't use them though. Then I'd go with a Fire Leech. It gets you the most amount of health as quickly as possible. But an O negative, like Fire O negative, or like any elemental O negative, which would always be elemental, I believe, unless explosive technically counts. I don't know though. But something that could, like a transfusion that could give you health back. The leech works better, works the best because it gives you the health instantly. Relic depending on what element you're using, but the gear doesn't really matter. The build's what matters. One in phase lock, of course. Oh, and legendary class might be nice too, but if you don't have one, that's understandable. Flicker, I got 10 out of 5 out of that because I get 60% more likely to cause elemental effects with guns, which is awesome. I didn't really need anything in here. I don't really need magazine size or reload speed when it comes to dealing damage. So, Helios, when I phase lock an enemy, it does like a fiery explosion and it damages everyone nearby, which goes really well with Converge, which we'll get into in a second. Immolate, while you're down, you do fire damage. Let's see. The additional fire damage is based on the damage of the weapon you're firing, which is why I pulled out a gunstock Maggie, because I could add 50% damage as fire, and the Maggie already does a ton of damage. So couple that with fire, you're getting up. You're getting up. Unless the loader comes around, then you should still get up. Don't really like Cloud, so I didn't really put anything in it. It really doesn't do much. Backdraft, I'm not going to be meleeing people. And a Nova, my shield already does a Nova. Chain Reaction, I have an enemy phase locked all your shots that hit enemies have a chance to ricochet and hit another nearby enemy. It only works with bullets. I didn't really see a point for that. So I didn't really go for it. But yeah, nothing in this row basically. Reaper, you deal gun damage to any enemy who is below 50% health. Not 50% shield, 50% health. And I get plus 40 gun damage off that, which is awesome. Because once you get them below half health, they're pretty much going to die in like a second. Blight Phoenix, because it does a constant corrosive and fire damage to whoever you're around, which is awesome. And in order to name this Evil Angel, I had to go with the wings, right? Because I'm an angel. Evil Angel. Anyway, Ruin, because Ruin is like one of the best skills ever. You can't argue with that. It's one of the best in this game because you could phase lock someone and do all elemental damage to them, and it slags them. And since in UVHM slag lasts a long time, this is great because with Converge you slag multiple enemies. I had like 4 extra points. I decided to put them in Mind's Eye because since this is all about damage, critical hit damage is awesome, and I guess melee damage is okay. But critical hit damage is really what I wanted here. And I got 9 out of 5 because I have a legendary Siren class mod, which is awesome. Hope you have one too. A lot went in here. I have 10 out of 5 in both Ward and Accelerate because Accelerate increases gun damage and bullet speed, which is awesome. Ward It improves your shield capacity and shield recharge delay. 50% shield capacity and uh, minus 80% shield recharge delay, which is great because that's basically, it takes away a big chunk of your like shield recharge delay. I wonder how that work with the love thumper. Although what makes the love thumper good is that you want to use it because it has such low capacity. But I wonder how it would work. Just saying. Uh, Suspension, because phase lock is awesome, and the duration of it's great because the more duration, the more subsequence will work. Well, the longer it has to work or whatever. You'll see. Now this is the skill that's come up a lot. Converge. Basically, when you phase lock someone, it pulls them towards your phase lock. Sometimes they go flying way out of the way, but you'll see that in the gameplay. But it's really useful, especially with all those skills I mentioned that it goes well with. Really useful. Quicken increases the cooldown rate of your phase lock's ability, plus 30%. Phase lock already cools down pretty fast, but can't go wrong with making it go down faster. If you got an Eevee, you're getting kills with that, then you could basically phase lock every 2 seconds, which is really cool. Subsequence. Basically, when you kill an enemy while they're in phase lock will go out and seek another target, and this is 100% of the time. I used to rock 80, but I messed around my skill tree and I decided to go with the 100 because every time you could use your phase lock up to 3, maybe 4 times if you're really that fast. Thought lock. This is about you doing damage. Not really the build itself is about you doing damage, not something else doing damage for you. Because when you phase lock someone, I don't never use this, but I don't think it actually phase locks them because they turn on their friends instead of being locked. Yeah, that's what it says. Instead of being locked down, the duration is increased by 4 seconds, and the cooldown is increased by 3 seconds. So truthfully, I didn't really see too much use out of this. I mean, I don't like Dev Trap and I don't like the Commando's Turret because I rather get the kills myself rather do the damage myself. But I still like Gauge because Gauge is awesome. Accent not so much, but whatever. And that's the build, guys. There's my badass rank in case you wanna look at it, see what boosts I have. Nothing really too significant. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you later. Oh, and also, I'm trying to debate whether I can or not. I'm not a partner, so I should be able to put the song that this build is referenced to, because Evil Angel is a song by Breaking Benjamin. If you guessed that, you're awesome. If you didn't, oh well. Claim your cookie. Claim your cookie. Only if you're the first person to do this, though. But you'll never know, will you? So will you ever get the cookie? You'll never know. That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to play it. I don't know if I can or not. I'm not a partner, so I should be able to, but I don't have these videos monetized, so I should be able to as well. But we'll see. If not, there's High Scholar for you. Okay, and I'll see you guys later.